Dictation will begin after 5 seconds. Start. The only certainty right now in a pandemic gripped world is the all enveloping uncertainty full stop, and the WTO acknowledged as much when it released its outlook for global trade last week full stop, projecting merchandise trade to plummet by anywhere between 13% and 32% in 2020. It added a categoric caveat at the moment. It is only able to posit a wide range of possible trajectories for the predicted decline in trade, given the unprecedented nature of the health crisis caused by the COVID 19 outbreak and the uncertainty around its precise economic impact. Full stop. Economists at the WTO, however, appear more certain that the disruption and resultant blow to trade will in all likelihood be far worse than the slump brought on by the global financial crisis of 2008. Full stop. As IMF managing director Kristalina Georgieva observed on April 9, the global economy is set to contract sharply in 2020 with the lockdown needed to fight the pandemic affecting billions worldwide. Full stop. The tight restrictions on movement and social distancing norms across geographies have led to serve curbs on labor supply, transport, and travel, and the shuttering of whole sectors from hotels and non essential retail to tourism and significant parts of manufacturing. Full stop. The WTO expects all regions, save Africa, West Asia, and the Commonwealth of Independent States to suffer double digit declines in exports and imports this year, even under its optimistic scenario, which postulates a recovery starting in the second half. Para. The WTO and the IMF chief have pointed to the fact that unlike the recession that accompanied the global financial crisis just over a decade ago, the current downturn is unique. Full stop. Global supply chains have increased in complexity, especially in industries such as electronics and automotive products, making them particularly vulnerable to the current disruptions, with countries that are a part of these value linkage set to find trade more severely impacted. Full stop. Also services trade, in which India has a higher global share as an exporter than in merchandise exports, may be significantly affected by the transport and travel curbs. Full stop. A small silver of silver in this bleak outlook for services trade is the role that the WTO sees for information technology services as companies try to enable employees to work from home and people order essentials and drugs online and socialize remotely. Full stop. India's IT exporters have been busy supporting their overseas clients' business continuity plans in the face of the pandemic and may find this hand holding at a time of dire need, earning them loyalty linked business when economic activity revives. Full stop. Still, as the WTO chief Roberto Azevedo crucially observes, a rebound in global economic activity will require trade to flow freely across borders as vitally as any fiscal or monetary stimulus. Full stop. The world will be best served if nations do not turn insular and erect new barriers to the movement of goods, services, and people in the aftermath of the pandemic. Full stop.